All right, got another leg day for you guys, right? Friends don't let friends skip leg day, and I'm your friend, so you ain't gonna skip leg day. All right, I've put together a really straightforward workout for you this week. Only 3 exercises, and instead of combining multiple exercises like I've done in some other leg workouts, and instead of doing the more conventional, 10 reps, stop and rest, this is gonna be a high rep week. So I'm gonna have you guys doing 20 reps of every exercise. Now, for you guys that are in really good shape and might find some of these a little too easy, I want you to bump it up, okay? So if you get to 20 and you're not really tired yet, all right, I want you to do at least 30 reps. So that's how you guys can tweak this workout to adjust to your particular fitness level. So we're gonna start off with some side lunges. We're gonna rest, okay, for about a minute after every set. Then we're gonna move over to some donkey kicks. I'm gonna show you how to do all these things, rest, and then we're gonna end up with some goblet squats that requires a dumbbell. So follow along, guys. I think you're gonna really like this workout. Okay, the first exercise is a side lunge. And when I said I want you to do 20 reps, I mean 20 reps on each side, okay? So we gotta do 20 right side, 20 left side. Now, I'm gonna be alternating back and forth, and that's what I recommend you guys do. If you try to do 20 just to the right side, your right leg is just gonna be burning on fire, okay? And then when you go to do 20 on the left side, you're gonna be out of breath, you're gonna be exhausted, and you're not gonna be able to put as much intensity into those left side lunges, all right? So back and forth, but remember, 20 each side. If you want to, just count to 40. So I'm gonna be lunging, okay, to the side. I'm gonna be going down, okay? And I like to go down, and I keep my hands in front of me. I like to go down until my elbow touches my thigh. For me, that tells me I've got a good full range of motion, all right? Now, if you guys can't go deep like this, I'm fine. Listen to your body, guys, all right? So when you take a nice long step to the side, if you can only go to here and your knees start to bother you, that's great. Go to here. And I promise, after you do this for a few weeks, okay, you're not only gonna get stronger, but you'll get more flexible, okay? So remember, we're about on 10 now, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I'm gonna pick it up, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, going to 40, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, here we go, 40. Whew. Okay, guys. So, not only am I getting out of breath right now, which really makes it tough to talk to you guys, I'm getting a fantastic burn in my quads, all right, down low. Whew. And what is that burn caused by? Lactic acid buildup. So, when you do high rep like that, and especially when you do them real fast like I was, your muscles cannot dispose of the lactic acid fast enough into the bloodstream, and it just builds up, and that's what causes that burn. And of course, that's what we really want, guys. That burn, that lactic acid, is what sends signals to our brain, and our brain goes, uh-oh, I need to ramp up production of my hormones, human growth hormone and testosterone. And that's what, guys, helps us build muscle and burn fat. Donkey kicks is something I don't know if we've done in a long time. And it's a great exercise really for focusing on your glutes, your ass, and your hamstrings. It's a real straightforward exercise. It's not difficult to perform, which means to get a lot out of it, you're gonna have to really focus on the form and the squeeze. Otherwise, it's just too easy. So let me show you the correct form here, guys. We're just gonna get down on all fours. And I'm gonna do one leg at a time. So I'm gonna do 20 reps on one leg, all right? I'm not gonna alternate back and forth on this particular exercise. So I'm gonna do my right leg, and I'm just bringing my knee back down, and I'm focusing on pushing my leg back and up. Okay, so guys, you don't have to bring your knee back. It doesn't have to touch the ground, okay, at the end of each rep. So you can just go up, squeeze, and then just kind of back here. And the goal, guys, is at the top of the movement, I want you to squeeze, okay? I want you to squeeze your ass and see how high up you can get your heel, your foot into the air. So that's about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, almost, 9, and 20. Now, one thing I want to mention about the form real quick here, guys, is I'm controlling my leg, the movement up and down. I'm not really kicking. I know it says a donkey kick. All right, it's more of a push. All right, so let me do a few on my left side. I want to show you how to do it the wrong way. So I don't want you to do that, okay? I'm just using momentum. I'm getting nothing out. I don't even hardly feel that, okay? So it's not really a kick like that. It's more of a slow, controlled push and squeeze. Up and, man, squeeze and try to hold it for like a split second. Just a half count, okay? Just kind of a half second and a squeeze. So I'm really trying to squeeze my glutes at the top. And when you do that, you're also going to be enlisting your hamstring. Man, I can really feel this in my butt. That's about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so, whew. Now, I'm not crazy out of breath like I was when I'm doing some of these other leg exercises. So why is that? It's because I'm only doing one leg at a time, and because we're really focusing on just a couple of muscle groups. We're not hitting our entire leg. We're working our glute and our hamstring. We're not really enlisting our quads at all, okay? And then also because I'm bracing myself with my hands, okay? I'm not really having to enlist my core very much. So it's a slightly closer to an isolation movement than most leg exercises, but it's still a great way to hit your glutes, your hamstrings, and guess what? Chicks dig a good ass, I promise. Okay, so the last exercise today, guys, is a goblet squat, which means we only need one dumbbell. Now, guys, remember, these are big muscles, okay, so we can lift a lot of weight. So I want you guys to pick a pretty heavy weight when you're doing this. Even though we're doing 20 reps, okay, I want you to pick a weight that makes it difficult for you to get to 20 reps, okay? So if you get to 20, you're kind of like ho-hum, okay? You're not out of breath, it's not starting to burn, then you didn't use enough weight, okay? That's how I want you guys to select the proper weight. Now, guys, I'm just gonna be holding this, okay, with both hands like this, right in front of my chest here. So I'm just basically got my elbows tucked in, and it kind of creates a nice, you know, strong, sturdy platform, all right? And then the other thing is, look at my feet. See how wide my stance is, and see where my toes are pointing, okay? That's what I want you guys to do. Make sure you have a nice wide base, and I want your toes pointed out. And then I like to go down until my elbows hit my thighs, okay? So that is considered a full range of motion. Now, if you can't go that deep, all right, I'm okay. Go as deep as you can until your knees or your back, whatever, tells you okay? Listen to your body, guys. But I can go all the way down. All right, that's about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, and 20. All right, now this is how I put it down onto my thigh, okay? 2 hands down to the ground. All right, whew. Let me wrap it up real quick for this particular exercise. Now guys, that wasn't enough weight for me, okay? I needed to do much more weight because even though I'm out of breath, that's only because I'm trying to talk. And when you talk, you can't breathe. So I should have picked a heavier weight so that by the time I got to the 20th rep, it was a lot more difficult. So just adjust accordingly for you guys out there. And then the other thing you can do is if you don't have heavy enough dumbbells at home to really push yourself to fatigue at the 20th rep, you're just gonna have to do 2 different things here. Let me tell you what the tricks are. First one is you can make the weight feel artificially heavier than it really is by just doing this with your technique. Slow down, pause, slow up. Slow down, pause, slow up, okay? So that rep, each one of those reps that I was just showing you are about twice as slow, maybe even 3 times as slow as a normal rep. So what that does is it dramatically increases the time under tension that your muscles are experiencing. And of course, the longer the time under the tension, the more fatigue they get, and it basically just makes a relatively light weight feel much, much heavier. And then the other trick is, instead of going to 20, you can ignore, okay, my numbers here, all right? Go to 30, go to 40, I don't care. The goal, guys, is to push yourself. There are tens of thousands of people around the world watching these videos, okay? And so some guys can only make it to 15, all right? Love it. Kill yourself, get to 15, stop, rest, do another set, do 3 sets. Now for you guys that are in better shape, you might go to 30 reps and you might need to do 4 or 5 sets, okay? So this is just a guideline, all right? I want you guys to tweak my workouts slightly according to your particular fitness level. So guys, do not skip leg day. Now, one of the main reasons that us older guys should never skip it is because they are the biggest muscle groups in our body. And when we do them hard, okay, like today's workout, we send signals to our brain to ramp up production of all of our natural hormones, testosterone, human growth hormone, etc. And that is really important as you get older, guys, because as you know, if you've seen some of my other videos, our bodies just naturally start to decline with age, and we start producing less and less testosterone as we get older. Matter of fact, probably past the age of about 30, and then it's all downhill. So the goal is just to minimize, okay, that gradual downward slope. And then for you guys that have ignored the problem for years, you can actually reverse it. You can actually get that slope going back up, okay? Now you may not get back to where you were when you were 21, but guys, you might get back to where you were 20 years ago when it comes to these hormones. And testosterone is so important for building muscle, but most of you guys don't realize it's also important for burning off body fat. So if you have low T, you are assuredly gonna be overweight. They just go hand in hand. So guys, fantastic leg workout today. And you know this is not gonna happen overnight, right? You have to always stick with it and never give up on yourself.